8:20. I mean, it's usually pretty light out at 8:20.
Can't even see the goddamn lake.
You can't see the lake. You can't see shit.
Call it Smoke Tahoe.
Jeez. So it's funny, we get asked a lot because we do overlanding and the quote unquote overlanding, right? They ask us, what does it mean to you? And I think it's a stupid question. I don't think it really means anything to me, to be completely honest. But what it gives me is kind of, especially after this pandemic has been going, in 2020, which was an absolute disaster, it kind of gave me light as to what I thought it does for me, and that's escaping reality.
I work 2 high-stress jobs. One where, as you guys know, we're currently in the COVID pandemic, and when it started, I was working in the ER as well, part-time, and dealing with a lot of COVID patients was pretty scary because you really didn't know what it was at that time. And my second job is high stress as well, where it's a 50-50 chance if I make it home. Which it's like coming out here, it's really nice. I don't have to worry about that as well. Besides falling over a cliff with the rig. But it's nice to be out here, enjoy the land, just feel relaxed, not having to worry about nothing about COVID or not making it home. For me, that's a big thing.
It's a way for me to reset my creativity, de-stress from the everyday norms that I go through at home, since I'm normally at home with my dogs, and if I just don't go out, I'm just go crazy. You want bears to eat your food?
Ooh, Soba's talking shit. So speaking of wolves, I mean, we have Soba here, which kind of counts, I guess, right?
A snow wolf, maybe. Huh?
Snow wolf that likes eating sticks, I could see.
I remember watching some documentary about these hunters that track wolves or something, and they have these like specialized dogs that track them.
Yeah, you remember what kind they were?
I actually don't, but I know they're like a specific breed or something, and it was kind of sad when I was watching it because they sometimes die.
Well, I could see that.
Because they would find a pack and the wolves would like bully them.
We'll save this after the credits, okay? You'll get your shot at stardom. Well, I could see that. I mean, yeah, you're sending out dogs to go fight wolves who are
and these
apex predators, you know?
These dogs are actually bigger than the wolves, I think. And I guess the wolves would like lure the dogs in.
Yeah.
And then the pack just comes out.
The pack of wolves or a pack of dogs?
Like a pack of wolves.
Yeah.
Just to gang up on a dog.
No, well, yeah, that's how they roll.
Yeah.
That's how they take down their prey, which is pretty cool. And I mean, you were asking earlier if there's wolves around here.
Yeah.
I don't think so, at least in the area we're at. I know, like, in Lassen, there's been sightings. But as far as where we're at right now in Shasta-ish area,
Shasta.
no, Shasta, what am I saying, Shasta?
We're in Shasta.
No, we're not in Shasta. Where are we at again? I am totally blanking right now.
It's, not Sonoma. Wait,
Not even Sonoma.
that's even further
That's
away.
further. Cameraman, where are we?
I swear to God, I don't know how you guys made it back from Big Sur on your own. Thank God you had cell service. We're in the fucking high Sierras, dude, south of Tahoe.
I was close. I had an S in it.
Close? You're fucking half a state away.
Would we be considered in like desolation wilderness? No.
No, I think that's more towards like Tahoe for it. Just got a message from Steve on the Garmin, and it looks like we're pretty safe from Tamarack Fire. We're about 35 to 40 miles away. Winds are not even going to affect us, so we should be good tonight. Worst case scenario, we get caught in the fire, we die. But it was super.
Sounds fun.
We will be cooking. So it was super smoky on the way here, wasn't it? I mean,
Yeah, it was.
have you ever seen it like that before?
Was it like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
The San Francisco Bay Area fires?
Oh, that's true. Actually, everything was just pitch orange.
Yeah.
Same thing on the way up here. We were just
It was pretty
driving
bad.
and just basically it looked like thick fog everywhere.
Yeah.
But luckily, we found a pocket where we're at right now. We're pretty high up in elevation, and I don't smell smoke. I don't even see smoke, which is a good sign.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. right
Actually,
now. We could
if
see the stars.
Yeah, if we turn off all of our free spirit lights, we are able to see the stars, which is pretty cool. Earlier, if we were a little bit down elevation, we probably wouldn't have seen anything.
Yeah.
So we got really lucky finding a pocket of where we're at.
It's funny watching that app where it shows all the smoke coverage, and this peninsula, it's like a hole opens in the highest points of the Sierras, which is like 10 to 11,000 feet in elevation. We just happen to be in this valley where we see stars, which is crazy. I think we got really, really lucky on this because there's nowhere else in the state to go right now. I mean, this smoke plume goes all the way down to Orange County.
Wow.
And then, so it was either go down towards Big Sur area, which is all closed right now because of fire watch, or it's public private property. Everybody and their brother and sisters are going up to the, Eureka and Usal Beach and all those areas. So it's like, do you want to contend up there? And then you got illegal grow op, areas, which after filming documentaries up there, I know the areas to go, but they're really not great. And then you're contending with, poison oak and other stupid stuff. But I mean, I guess tomorrow we'll find out what really goes down.
So, what app are you using?
So right now I'm using Onyx to kind of see where the fire is.
Yeah.
Luckily, Onyx Off-Road shows you where all the fires are at in your general location, or basically wherever you input it, which is pretty neat. We're able to keep track of the fires like that. That's why Steve texted us on the Garmin, kind of letting us know what's going on.
Yeah.
So we really like that app to keep us safe as well. And also it's nice to have a set of eyes looking out for us too. So that's when like a GPS, Garmin, or SpotX comes in handy. That's your
Yeah, I know it looked like it was something up on the ridge up there, but no, what was that movie you were mentioning at coming in?
The Ritual.
The Ritual.
Jesus.
Like Super B movie, or is it?
No, it was actually a really good movie. It was on
it like-
Netflix.
Oh,
And
was
it's just like something that always like comes up or like reminds me every time I like shine a light in the woods in the dark,
Right.
and it just makes me think like, what the fuck could be like looking back at you when you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those movies. It's just like that gives that eerie feeling of like dread or whatever when you're alone in the woods.
No, we should have done is I should have like got like a uniform or like overalls with no shirt and like an axe or something. I should have brought that and then just like post it up and you guys drive by and like like you're spotlighting and then I'm
Yeah.
just standing there.
Yeah,
Like blood on my
that's
face or
not
something like
creepy
that.
at all.
Could you actually thinking of that? Could you imagine just cruising down the road or something like what we were just doing, and then like you turn your spots on, like your side spots,
Yeah, and
and like 50 yards away you just see somebody,
Yeah,
like even just a normal fucking person.
right.
Like we're out in the middle of nowhere right now, no cell service or anything, and like seeing something like that would be just the craziest. I would
Yeah.
lose my shit.
You ever?
Literally, last time I went camping with the kids, I think it was with the kids. Yeah, it was. So we're in Oregon, we're camping. It's actually on one of the episodes we put on YouTube. they fell asleep, and I was watching some cartoon with them, and I look over and they're both out, and the cartoon was like the worst, dude. It was like torture for me. It was so bad. And they asked out, so I put this movie on, and I can't remember for the life of me what the movie is, but it's about this guy who he goes out in the woods to like, I can't remember. I think he was looking for Bigfoot, or he was doing something anyways. Oh no, he quit his job. He went to go on this nature hike and was like gonna do a bunch of stuff, right? And all of a sudden he's lost, and then he gets scared, and then he sees like something throws a spear, and it goes right into this like tree right next to him, so he loses it. And then he
Where's this like supposed to be located at? Stateside? Somewhere
no,
else?
actually, no, sorry, I'm getting two movies put together here. No. Okay, so this guy, rewind. Too many beers. Rewind. So this guy, yeah, he quits his job, everything, and he's gonna go out for like 2 weeks or a month or some shit and live off the land type of deal, you know, like backpack in. And he's got this
Be a hermit
spot,
for a
yeah,
while.
yeah. So he gets to this spot and sets his tent up, and all of a sudden, like, he's sitting there and he's reading with a light on, and then you see this face get like pressed through the tent.
Oh.
Like right next to him, but he doesn't. He only hears, and it peels away, and he looks around. And he's like, "Huh, that's weird. That's
Is
weird."
this supposed to be like a what's
and
it
then,
called?
And then he hears. I don't remember the name of it, but then he hears like branches breaking and stuff, and then they're like all around him. He's freaking out. And then it just stops. Right. He wakes up in the morning, and like, there's like stuff around him. You can tell that somebody had been there. So he like packs his shit up and he leaves, and he's going, and he sees this hiker guy out in the woods, right? And he's wearing a flannel, and then he just like kind of goes behind a tree and disappears. And then, so the next night he's doing the same thing, and then all of a sudden, like, a hand grabs him through the tent, right? Like the tent is the only thing separating the two, and he freaks out. And then he hears like this guy's yelling and doing all sorts of weird shit. He gets out and he sees the guy like run through the bushes, and so he like chases after him. He comes back, and like his little jet boil stove is on. And he didn't turn it on. It was in his backpack, but it's on now. And then it just like this thing chases him no matter where he goes. And I don't want to do like spoiler alert. I'll have to remember what it is to tell you, because it's a total mind screw.
Yeah.
But it was like $1.99 on iTunes, so I just like screw it all by it. It looks kind of neat. It's a terrible movie. It really is. But it's like super suspenseful through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And the way it ends, you're like, that's really messed up, but God, this sucks. I was really hoping it was going to end a total different way, but
That almost sounds like a Wendigo.